Grand final to be played here at Streaky Bay in good football conditions. Wirrulla and Central Eyre. Central Eyre have been the dominating side right throughout the season, going into this game undefeated. Wirrulla have come through, done it the hard way, played the last 4 games, played last week, beat Woodner at Pidnippy, and we can't underestimate the underdogs, although Central Eyre should start as favourites. With me I've got Greg Moroney, and he'll just give an insight into where he thinks that Central Eyre have got the domination.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Nice day. I think Central Eyre are a big, strong team all over the ground, and they'll probably run out winners in the end. I have to pick them. Probably be a bit biased in the comment, having 4 nephews out here playing for Wirrulla, but we'll see how we go. They're getting Neville Phillips is one of the umpires. I don't know who the other fella is from Great Flinders League here today. Actually, beautiful day footy, bit of wind. Not too much to disappoint the game. I suppose it'll be about 18, 20 degrees. So here we go for the first bounce. Aaron Grokey and Grokey gets the tap away, kicks it out. Bulldog bump, young Hastings, I reckon, over to O'Brien, kicks it high on his left foot. Young North goes up high and cops one in the head. There, free kick to Central Eyre. Here, Hoodie, you better have a go. That's Hastings, I reckon.
Down into the Central Eyre forward line, young North and Oster contest, comes out the back to young Thomas, I think it is, and then it chips across to Clint Olsen. Clint goes back, takes a kick, wobbly old punt up towards the half forward area. Here it's passed on further and rushed over the boundary for a throw-in. Rucks to it, Grokey, Bulldog the tapper, good knock forward in the direction of Troy Olsen. Troy handballs off and that miscued. O'Brien picks it up across to Trev May, who's tackled severely, and there's a free kick given to Trev May for a high tackle. Trev goes back to take a kick, bit of movement up forward, good kick in the direction of Kane Sampson and takes the grab. Good grab by Kane. In opposition to Clint Olsen, passes it off to Wes Crisp. Wes takes a good mark. He in turn chips it off out in front, intercepted there by Wirrulla. Steve Baldock comes through there. Young Hastings again across to Wes Crisp, who in turn that chips it forward, and it's Lawrence North who takes a mark. 15, 20 metres out. 45-degree angle. Usually a pretty good kick for goal. Lines it up, straight through the centre. The first score on the board to Central Eyre. Through the agency is Lawrence North. Good forward movement there, Greg, by Central Eyre to score the first goal.
Yeah, that's where they're going to be strong, their height. There's a big advantage around the oval here. Today, a few nerves early in it, not only out there on the oval. The ball comes back now to the centre. The umpire to bounce, Bulldog and Grokey, they'll go at it hard again. They'll be doing that most of the day today. Up she goes, Grokey gets a tap away, down to McKenna, got pushed out of it, goes in hard, young Kimmy Johnson gets the ball out on the wing, Britt Grokey's there to mop up, going to be very dangerous running off that half-back flank, I feel. That was well played by Shane Kelsey, put his body over the ball, young Frankie's got her, picks her up now, gives it to Curtis Turner, he's hit pretty hard, and I don't know what that was for, but Gonzo come out with a free kick. I didn't see what the umpire signalled. He goes in long to full forward. They get up high, and there was a bit of a scramble in here. The ball's still not coming out. They're fumbling a bit. don't know, isn't it? It's pretty hard to pick him up, isn't it? It's Trev May, he'll get it, he'll do something constructive with it. He does too, he gets it down there. Thomas picks it up for Wirrulla though, and he's nearly tripped. He picked up by young male, kicked long down into the forward lines. Shane Kelch gets it, he's nearly pushed in the back. But umpire, and he gets the free kick. Danger's going to have a shot from probably 30, 35, 40 metres out. He puts a good kick in to the goal square, and it's a good mark too. Is this an O'Brien? Brett O'Brien kicks it out long to young North, takes a good mark, good forward mark. Umpire calls him play on, goes around, but he kicks it no one. Mibbs dropped back there, dropped the mark he should have taken, hipped over. Schooner didn't want the ball, he goes through now, he gets the ball though, gets it well, goes long into too high for Sharky there, he can't get it. He gets the ball, but and she's going to be a scramble and a ball up. Here, back to you, Jeff.
Deep in the forward lines for Wirrulla. Opportunity to score here. Craig Johnson with the ruck, and that over comes out to Chapman. Chapman with a long torpedo punt down to the half-forward line. That's young Anthony North. Chips it across to Neville Banky, who's in the centre. Mibbs on the mark. Probably a little bit out of Bucky's distance. He's going to send it in long, however. On the charge there, but chipping in is young Peter Gum. Gummy had a good year. Here's young Fox Frisky across to young Northie, back to Fox. Gets the ball off into the half-forward area. Contested there, it's Kane Sampson. Kane, once again, that chips it off there and into the full-forward area. Here it's contested down on the ground. And the umpires will blow the whistle for a ball up. It'll be 10 metres out from the Central Eyre goal. Rucks to it. Down on the ground again. Gummy tries to break through and that, so I couldn't quite pick it up. But it's gone through for a behind.
Can't even tell you picked it.
Not a lot in it at this stage. Players been moving up and down the ground freely. Wind hasn't had an effect on the game. The kick out there is marked by Greg Burgoyne. Fox Frisky's aggressive on the mark. Out in the direction of Frankie Mail. Frankie's got 2 to beat there. Does it well. And receives a free kick, and that for his hard work. On the lead, there's no one there for Wirrulla. Young O'Brien's to the ball. It's out in the direction of Danger Kelch. Danger gets possession of the ball, he's tackled, and there'll be a ball up. However, there's a free kick there. Something happened there. A chip off by young Hastings across to young Fox Frisky. Britt Grokey, sorry. Britt down to the wing area. Punched away from behind. Out in the direction of Trev May. Trev can't pick it up. Now picks it up. Handball off to Hastings. And he chips it into the centre. And it's Neville Hire. Neville Hire moves it on quickly. Down in the direction of Chico North. Chico dropped it. One that he should have held. It's back to Chapman. Chappie picks it up on his left boot. Down to the forward area. One there is Carl Oster meeting the ball. Clayton Perry. In the direction of Thomas. Contested there by Wes and Gummy. Brett O'Brien meets the ball. Handball off, back to Neville Hire. In turn, comes undone there. Well read by Greg Burgoyne. Chips it short across to Mib Baldock. Mib breaks a tackle, plays on into the half-forward area. No one home there. Troy's got a hand to the ball. Scrimmage comes out in the direction of Troy again. Trevor May fighting hard for the ball. And once again, the umpire will call for a bounce up.
Bouncing at about 40 metres out from the Wirrulla goal on the half-forward flank. Craig looks like taking the ruck there. Craig Johnson comes down to Hastings, kicks long to the boundary line, and I think she's going to beat him out. And she's out of bounds on the other side. the Central Eyre 1 goal, 1 straight goal. Oh no, 1 goal, 1 point. Sorry, just having a look at the scoreboard there. Tap it in, Peter Gummy gets the ball off the ruck there, kicks it down long to Troy. Olsen there, he can't get the ball, they shepherd him out of it. Comes to Aaron Groki, who's beautiful kick to Nev Eyre in the middle of the ground. Plays on quickly, handballs to Trev May, he'll do something with it. Usually does, beautiful kick, and Lawrence North takes the mark. Plays on. Foolishly got to the goal square, but Central Eyre 2-on-1 here. They should be able to, they should get a goal easy, and they do. Kick by Richter. That was, they made that look easy from the half-back line. That bit of experience there when Nev got the ball in the centre. He played on quickly and on to Trev Mayo, doesn't waste it, and up to Lawrence pretty quick. Where a 1-on-1 he's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, I think just there, Greg, and that perhaps the Wirrulla guys and that have got a man up there, and that these guys are looking a little bit dangerous. A little bit more on that in the back lines there, and those on-ball players. We're back in the centre square. Umpire Tiller puts the ball down. Groki, Bibbs gets the tap down to the direction of Curtis Turner, and turn across to Greg Burgoyne, who sends it down to the full forward area in the direction of Sharkey. Couldn't get a hand to it. It's punched forward by young Mullins, and then over the line by Chappie for a throw-in. Central Eyre out in the direction of Troy from that boundary throw-in, and that. And Curtis reads the ball well and smothered well there by young Mullins across to O'Brien. O'Brien, and turn that down in the wing area in direction of Greg Burgoyne and young Northie. Greg Burgoyne shepherd well, give Mibbs the opportunity. In turn, Troy takes a good mark. Troy chips it off short. And Craig turn into the full forward area, and Sharky's taken a good mark. Could be Wirrulla's first goal. Doesn't miss too many. Only 10 metres out, directly in front. Should be Wirrulla's first goal. Sharky had a very good week last week. Wasn't a little bit of doubt in that with the ankle. However, there's Wirrulla's first goal on the board. A lot of good work in that there, starting off on the half-back line through Greg Burgoyne, in turn to Troy, who chipped it short and resulted in a good goal.
Well, as you can see, they can score both ends of the ground here. Not much wind. The bit of wind that's here is probably favouring the... I don't know, we'll be running straight across the oval. It'll be favouring any end. Ball's bounced. Croak and Bulldog go for it. Run through hard. Good handball come out there to Fox Frisky from Central Eyre. As you can see, a short oval and he has a shot, but blaze away and puts it out on the full. Got Carl Oster there waiting for the ball to come back. He's going to take the kick in with young Anthony Richter, the association leading goal kicker, 16 years old. Good future for this lad, standing the mark there. Oster kicks up to Thomas. Two dropped the mark. I don't know, it looked like the sun might have got in their eyes there. They got a good mark. It was a kick come out of a pack and a good mark there by Johnson, Kim Johnson. Looks like he's got the job tagging Trevor May today. Kicks long to Kelch. It was a good kick. It's a bit stop and start footy from Wirrulla here. They've got to keep the ball going. They kick her up high. They should got Craig or goes up for it. Can't get it. Troy reads the crumbs. Handballs it out to young Mackenzie again. He's hooked it back badly for a... It never went through. The ball stayed in play. And O'Brien picks it up, takes a bounce, clears. No one chased him. They stopped there. Out to Mail and he's a Mullins, I reckon. Is he? Kane Sampson. Kicks back to Big Groke in the centre there. He's tackled. The ball comes out to Hastings, getting a lot of touches early in the game. Kicks long to Gummy and Lawrence North. Lawrence picks the ball up, comes backwards. Good thinking to the Fox.
Trev May's in trouble.
Fox gets him. He kicks long, goes to full forward. Looks like Steve Baldock's going to put his arms up, and Trev May's in trouble beyond it. Well, it would be a big blow. Oh, he is in big trouble. His knee has knackered. His knee I would think that will take no further part in the game. I don't know whether it's not his other leg, neither, Jeff.
Doesn't look good, Greg. However, Steve Baldock puts Wirrulla back into attack. There is contested. Young Fox Frisky, Britt Grokey passed it off and that down into the half-forward area, and that's see Bucky Binky in that run for the ball. Only to see Bucky pass it back to Kane Sampson, who in turn that puts it into the forward pocket area. It's met there by 2 or 3 players, and a kick across there, and then a bad kick there, and it's marked by Wes Crisp. That was bad defence in that by Wirrulla. Wes Crisp probably 20 metres out, directly in front. Should be another goal for Central Eyre. Good kick off the boot. Goal umpire hadn't moved. It appears as though Greg's on the ball. It appears as though Trev May's done an ankle. Not good for Central Eyre. The direction of Fox Frisky, picks it up, handball over to Neville Binky. Binky has a shot for goal, and it's through for a point. Bucky doesn't usually miss too many of those.
Must be showing his age.
A kick out here by Carl Oster. Not a lot of movement up there. Needs something to kick to. Decides to go long. In the direction of Frankie Mail. Someone got up high there. Handball out to young Hastings. He drives it deep into the full forward area. Contested there. The ball for Spills free. And it's a free to Carl Oster there for in the back. Looking for something to kick to. He's got Kim Johnson out here. Passes it off. So too far for Greg Burgoyne. However, Danga Kelch has backed up well there. Read the ball into the forward area. Only see Craig O'Brien. And turn that out to a wing area where Wes Crisp takes the ball. Once again, that Central Eyre seem to have loose men and that. They're setting it up here. North, across to Brett O'Brien. In turn down to the forward pocket. Punched away there by Wirrulla. And they'll see the ball go over the boundary line for a throw-in. Greg, Central Eyre, and that seem to be having a little bit of a run here at the moment. Wirrulla have got to, once again, on that, just man up and that, play that bit tighter and go perhaps a little bit longer. From the boundary throw-in, and that it's taken by Lawrence North. And it's put through for a point.
You know, Jeff, Central Eyre seem to have runners there running. The Wirrulla boys do have to man up a bit more if they want to stay in the contest. There's a pack of players go up there, comes down to Gonzo. He kicks with his right leg up pretty high, and someone, Peter Gum, got up and took a good mark over a pack. There's a good mark. They're not moving. Wirrulla boys aren't moving. They got to keep running. They look like they got the hangover after winning last week. They should. That was good play, good spoil in. Good play by Mackenzie to get that ball out to Curtis. Curtis Turner, he kicks long down to Sharky. Can't see what happened there, but a few behind me could. So the ball's gone out of bounds anyhow. I had a bloke stand right in front of me. I couldn't see anything. Looks like Gonzo goes up for the ruck against Johnson, gets the tap away. Shane Kelch is trying hard there. Picked up by Britt Drake. He's tackled hard. The ball comes free. Picked up by Tuna now. Handball's inboard to Kim Johnson, who kicked it on to Cabot, and I think he's going to take a free kick for grabbed around the neck. So no doubt he'll put this one in high and give Sharky a chance to wrap his big paws around her. Wirrulla, when they score, Jeff, they don't look to be scoring easy. He's going for a short pass now, and he's done it. You've got to fire him in. When you've got a big fella like that, you should fire him into full forward. It was marked by Aaron Grokey and kicked back to centre, and a good mark, good contest by Burgoyne and North there, and Burgoyne took the mark and kicks wide out the kill. Jeff, I think the Wirrulla are playing the wrong side too. They should be getting the ball out on this side a bit more and running in.
Yeah, Greg, if it's up into the full forward area, and it's Craig Johnson that takes a good mark there, playing in front. Exactly what you said there before, Greg, and that they've just got to get the ball in there. They've got two big men up there, and they're going to take a fair bit of shifting and that, so someone's got to be aware that these guys are up there and get the ball in there, forget about the short passing and give them an opportunity. As you said, Greg, and they're probably playing on the wrong side of the ground a little bit. That should be over this side, if anything, and that the wind is favouring that pocket there, perhaps a dead pocket. For a point. Interchange there, Kane Sampson off and Keneally on from the kick out. We see Hastings pick up another kick there. Curtis Turner on the mark, down towards the wing area. Mid Baldock up there, contested with Grokey. Ball spills free on the ground. Let's see young Keneally to pick the ball up, and that contested there by Clint Olsen and Fox Frisky, and then Clint gets the benefit of a free kick.
Pass it back to me if I'm not talking long enough.
A good kick, a good mark up there by Troy. Once again on that, they're over on that dead side. Troy's going to go long. She's up in the air. Sharky doesn't get a chance. And it's not a free kick in that. Sharkies give a free kick away there. Young Mullins, Damien Mullins, down into the centre area. Grokey couldn't hold it. Here it's picked up by Greg Burgoyne. Uses a bit of pace there. Greg and that chips it back into the forward area. Nails O'Brien. Contested that back into the centre, and it's young North. Should have held that one. Backed up there by Nev Hire. Nev Hire sends it down to the full forward area. Here it's Gonzo with strength. Pushes the ball forward. There's been a free kick picked out here. There's been a free kick picked out. And to take it, Peter Gum has gone down in that scrimmage that took place down there. I think he'll be all right. It's young Carl Oster.
He got winded, I reckon. He got hit front on.
Looks like Peter Gum might be winded there. Not much movement at all from Wirrulla. No movement at all.
What's going on? Blood roll. Oh, yeah. Jesus, all right. Got to wait.
You see Trev May come back on. However, the ball's up into the half-back area on there. Frankie Mould is coming through there. Where's Crisp? Dished out a couple of good hip and shoulders there. Only to see Northcott one a bit high. Clint Olsen's getting a bit of action going down there, Clint. Nev Hire into the forward area. That was a good mark by Carl Oster. Fox is on the mark. Not a lot of movement. Now decides to move the ball on. And it's Curtis is there. Got his hands to it. Should have taken it. Got the played a free kick. Got a push.
Sorry. Kicks it over to Crisp and Olsen's having a bit of a battle of their own here, and this is a free kick to Central Eyre. The boys are things are getting a bit heated out here. He's lucky he didn't get 50 against him there. Plays on quickly once the umpire calls him to play on, and Lawrence takes a mark. Lawrence North. He plays on quickly, kicks over the mark into full forward, goes over the pack. Steve Mibbs there to mop up, forces the ball out. The umpire picked it up. They seen it from here, so obviously the umpire could see it from where he was from. And Mibb takes a kick in the back pocket. He plays to kick to Mackenzie, who was a bit short in the contest, and Lawrence Sewell went up easy and took the mark. He passed straight across the ground to Keneally. He Keneally kick it, I reckon, from there. Going back, left footer, long, strong kick to the square. It's not going to make the distance. Someone's marked it. No, it hasn't. Is it a mark? I reckon it looked like it was a mark to me, but no, the umpire said that he didn't mark it. He's going to ball her up. Mibb takes a ruck and hits it back to Steve, and Steve nearly made a crucial mistake there, or it's going to work out a crucial mistake. I couldn't really see the free kick there, but we're a long way away. And Trevor May's got it right. He's made a remarkable recovery. back on there when he went down there, he didn't look too good. And he's come back on to kick a goal, and I think he come back on because Gonzo was off with a blood rule, yeah. So that means Central Eyre go to 4-3.
Kim Johnson on that and turn across to Mib Baldock. Mib gets a wobbly old kick up forward. I need to see Chapman come in and see it well smothered there by Craig Cabot. It's a wrestle on in front of us. And Troy and O'Brien. There's a scrimmage right in front of us.
Kill him, Troy!
There's a definite scrimmage right in front of us.
Take it 50 yards down.
Yeah, the umpire's gone with it. He's put the bounce. And you see Grokenate push the ball forward. And we see Peter Gummer that to receive a free kick out of all that. Still a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Perhaps this might be enough of that to inspire Wirrulla. Gummy pushes the ball forward, up to the full forward area, and had to see Sharkey contest up there. Didn't get his hands to the ball. Nev Hoyer gets a clearing kick out into the half-back area. How did you see the ball run over the line for a boundary throw-in? Bit of excitement there, Greg, and that might be enough to get... Oh.
Yeah, well, they need something to spark them up. I mean, they're not running and they're not running in there hard enough. But no way they're out of the game, but Central Eyre just seem to be getting their goals a bit easier, and the ball goes onto the wing on the outer side there now and picked up by Hastings Hill. He's getting a ton of kicks in this first quarter. Kicks in the half forward line. Perry's running at the ball. They're hard. I think he's going to end up. No, she comes back out to Fox. He handballs out to Trev May, who grabs the ball very skillfully, gives it to Lawrence North, who fires back to the centre of the goals, which was an intelligent bit of football, to put it up in the centre of the goals like that and not even aim for the goals, and knew that he'd have teammates there. And I think it is Richter lining up to kick a goal, and that takes a score to 5-3 to Central Eyre, to Wirrulla 1-1. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty tough out there, and you've got to run hard at the ball. That's the idea of it, and I think Central Eyre are running harder at the ball at the moment and running harder with the ball when they get it, making Wirrulla pay for a few crucial mistakes. So it looks like they've made a change there. Troy's gone into the centre. Aaron Grokey goes up and gets the ball. Troy gets it out of centre. Kicks long, a long kick. You've got to spoil him. Well spoilt. Young Squeak McKenzie picks it up. Craig gets it, can't get around. Handballs back to no one in particular. Danger's there, picks the ball up, tries to dodge around, gets a kick to it, and be pretty unlucky to get caught for holding the ball. This is where Central Eyre win this game. In this first quarter, they run on the ball, they're not stopping, they run on the ball very hard. Up to Chris, then Chico misjudges the ball bad. Mike Baldock mops up, gives it over to Troy. Troy has a bit of a look there and pokes in, but the Central Eyre fellas come in and take the mark. Who's that? Young Mullins, is it? Damien Mullen. Big, tall, strapping young lad. Kicks the ball long down the centre half forward, and young North takes a good mark, swings onto his left leg, kicks long and looks for Fox Frisky, who takes a mark and plays on quickly. This is where Central Eyre are in front, because they're playing on quickly and they're not looking for options. They seem to have plenty of open spaces here on a small oval. That's the siren for quarter time.
The scoreboard showing Central Eyre 5-3, Wirrulla 1-1. This could be another handy goal, and it is. So that moves on to 6-3 to Central Eyre, 1 goal, 1 to Wirrulla. Here, Greg, it's started off on that Central Eyre, and that are showing a bit of dominance here, and that in this first quarter. Wirrulla really are going to have to rally on that in this second quarter to get back into the game. Yeah!
What? Do you reckon?
Florida dad?
Oh?
Where's Uncle Florida?
Oh, Tommy Seal, he's got to look after his kids.
Looking for his kids.
Looking after his kids.
Oh, where's what? He's
All right, we're back here again. I don't think there was anything as the day gets later. Ball's bounced now. Mibben, Eyre and Grokey are going at battle again. Comes down to Burgoyne and tries to flicker out a long way, but he doesn't get anywhere. Keneally picks the ball up, tries to bust through a pack. Hastings in there again. He's been a good player for Central Eyre. Picked up now by Keneally. Handball to Trev May. Grabs the ball nicely, make things look good. Kicks back into the centre, front of the goals. Misses the full forward, and Carl Oster's there to mop up, and I reckon he'll run the ball out of bounds. No, he won't. She's kept in play by... Can't pick that player up by his number. Picked up now by Fox Frisky. Handball back to Young North. He handballs wild. Gets Greg Burgoyne. He picks it up and going to run with it. He does run with it well too. Kicks it down long to centre half forward. Shane Kelch is there. He's out bustled by Wade O'Brien, I reckon. He kicks back, kicks to Aaron Grokey in the centre of the ground. They're always having a good look, the Central Eyre boys. A couple here loose they've got to pick up too. Aaron goes back with a wobbly old drop punt, goes up to the full forward Richter, who can't mark the ball. Fox Frisky done a great job there to grab the ball off Boulder, give it out to Nev Hine. He runs in an open goal. That was a bit of good play. He didn't go for the tackle, he went for the ball and grabbed out of his hands, and it ended up excellent football. And that takes a score, which Wirrulla didn't really need that goal against them. 7 goal, 3 to 1 goal 1.
That was a very good goal by Central Eyre. Running hard with the ball, taking their chances, running straight at the ball. The ball's the object. And that's finals footy. Back in the centre square, the bounce, rucks to it, comes in the direction, and Bibbs wins the tap, down to Troy. Troy lets a big one go, down the full forward area. Sharky almost got his hands to it, down on the ground. Kim Johnson, he's grabbed with the ball, and will be ping. Got a free kick there. Yep. I think it might have been a trip, Greg. I think you're right. 15, 20 metres out. Not a lot of angle to contend with. Pretty well straight in front. Lines are up. It's a good kick. Goal umpire doesn't move. Wirrulla needed that one. Central Eyre 7-3. Wirrulla 2-1. Yeah, they really did need that goal. Perhaps that can spark something. Need to lift this quarter. Troy in the centre square there may have an influence on it. Moved there late in that first quarter. Neville Phillips puts the ball down. Mibbs wins the tap. It's a good tap too in the direction of Daniel Kelch. Gets his body over the ball. Receives a free kick. Playing in front. Should go in long to Sharky. Wobbly old kick. Sharky's there, got his hands to it, didn't grab hold of it. The ball comes in the direction of Gummy. Gummy gets brushed off the ball. It's picked up here by young Hastings. A beautiful pass in the direction of Fox Frisky. Couldn't quite control it. Pushed off the ball there by Clint Olsen. Wes Crisp comes in to lend him a hand, and a short chip forward. It's found Fox Frisky. They in turn in the direction of Lawrence North. Lawrence North toes up, takes a very good mark. Tucked in the pocket there. Probably 30 metres out. At a fairly tight angle. Tucked in on the boundary there. Usually a good kicker of the ball. I don't think the distance will be a problem. Be a question of the accuracy. Puts it right up in the square. Pack goes up there in the direction. Young Richter spilt free there. In turn, Gonzo puts his body in over there. Trev May, body over the ball. Troy pushed it forward nicely. And Frankie Mail in turn that in the direction of... See, two Wirrulla guys there contesting with Brett O'Brien. See the umpire come in and bounce the ball. Rucks to it again, and Groke gets his beautiful tap and that out to Trev May. He in turn in the direction of Gonzo, couldn't handle it. The ball's on the ground. The scrimmage develops and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Come on,
The
Floyd,
ball
keep on your feet.
on the
Get the yard in front of him, David. Yard in front.
half-forward area. Touch the square. Mibbs takes the ball out of the air and that'll turn across to Frankie Mail. To Towie. Out to Brett O'Brien. Brett out wide, only to see Trev May, who in the first quarter went down. We didn't think he'd take any further. Well trapped there. Gets out of it. In the direction of young Thomas. He's going to take him on. Has a run. In turn, passes it off to no one in particular. Here it's picked up by young Keneally. Curtis Cherner's in there. Hastings again across to Chapman.
Come on, knock him off the ball.
Oster gets the ball. Comes out to Chapman. Pushes it along the ground. Steve Baldock makes the ball well. It's a wobbly old kick into the direction and goes to young Grokey. He takes a run down the wing. Puts it on his left boot. FAD. Here it's Lawrence North take the kick. He chips it into the full forward area and see Richter take a mark. He plays on quickly and kicks another goal to Central Eyre. The score moves on to 8-3, Wirrulla 2-1. And Greg, some danger signs here for Wirrulla.
Yeah, a bit undisciplined stuff there. 250s given away in the goal square, and I don't think he really had to play on and kick the goal because he was right in front, dead in front with 2 50-metre penalties. They really got to watch the undisciplined stuff. Phillips bounced the ball down, Baldock and Grokey go it again, hits the ground, on the ground, in a pack. Like strong and big and strong and get down and pick it up. Groke did. Kicks to Keneally, who kicked the wrong way. I'm pretty sure he kicked the wrong way then. Comes out though to Wade O'Brien. It's going to get into Central Eyre's advantage. Wobbly old kick out to his brother. I think they're brothers. He gets the ball and he's going to kick around his body, but to no one in particular. Young North comes in, chips in on his left leg, kicks it back and doesn't look and kicks, and it's marked by Thomas on the half-back line. It comes out here wide to young Troy Olsen, who takes the mark, plays on. He was a bit lucky to get away with that. He sort of was off with him, got the old boxes hanging out underneath there. He was off to play on and he was pretty lucky to get away with that. Kicks up high and Craig comes in and Johnson and takes a good mark. Strong mark, need him to do it more often, and that's the kick, that type of kick they want in front of goals, into the big fellas who spoil well, but the ball comes out and comes to Trev May, who's made space, which he does all the time on his own, doesn't waste the footy, and kicks down and finds Lawrence North. He's a very dangerous man, Trevor May. They've nearly got a man up on him in the centre there and not let him run wild, and nearly paid to even put a tagger on him, I reckon, at this stage. And
No one seems to be picking him up.
And he just seems to be running loose on his own there. As Lawrence North lines up to have a shot from about 40 metres out, and he kicks long and he kicks straight. And she's all clear, and that takes Central Eyre up to 9-3 to 2-1, which is, I hope we don't get another second semi-final here, Jeff.
No, Greg, it's looking a little bit that way at this stage. They're just playing far better footy. Their movement, their use of the ball is very, very good in Central Eyre at this stage. Not a real good bounce there by the umpire. Comes in the direction of Gummy and that. See Nails, O'Brien mop up off the back line, half-back line, in the direction of Nev Banky and Oster. Carl Oster in front, Frankie Mail. Across to Chico North. Chico in the direction of Gonzo. And Gonzo takes a strong mark in opposition to Thomas. It'll be too far out to score, I think. He's going to give it a ride. It's a wobbly old kick. It's kicked off the ground and through for a point.
It must have been touched. It nearly went straight over the goal umpire's head, didn't it?
I think Greg had looked that way. It may have been touched. However, Wirrulla will bring the ball back in. And Oster goes down to the centre of the ground. 2-on-1 here. See Greg Burgoyne. And he's been pinged with the throw there, a blatant throw. The umpire couldn't miss it. One hand held and gave it off. Ron Grokey to take the kick. Groke going to go long. Drop punt. Pack forms up there. No one gets it. Takes the ball cleanly in the direction of Steve Bulldog. Overruns it. Only to see it pushed out over the boundary line, and there'll be another throw in. Ball's thrown in. Rucks to it. Hibbs gets the tap in the direction of Clint Olsen. Clint lets a handball go out in the direction of Steve Bulldog. Steve along the ground, wobbly kick along the ground, comes across to Greg Burgoyne. Greg handballs it off to Mib. Mib out to the wing area. Going to make Gummy run for it. Is he going to beat him over the line? No. Handball over to Kim Johnson. Curtis couldn't pick it up there, and it's rushed over the line for a boundary throw-in. Boundary throw-in on the wing area. Grokey gets the tap down to Trev May at the bottom of the pack. Grokey back in there again, using his strength. And Brick Grokey, toe poke off the ground by Keneally. Direction of Wes Crisp. Fox Frisky gets possession of the ball. Heading back towards Trev May. There's a coat hanger there. Danger hung one on him. Wade O'Brien in the direction of Paul Mole. He's unloaded.
Don't worry, mate.
There's a free kick here. Frankie Mole, he was met heavy. Done well, got up. No one contested there. Danger's on the ground, fighting for the ball. The umpire's going to come in and bounce the ball again. Bit of physical stuff, Greg. Football.
Pretty hard in grand finals, and have to be in there to get it. Craig goes up the ruck. Craig Johnson against Aaron. Knocked down. Aaron runs through without the ball. Handball's out. Come to Trev May. He won't waste it. Although he did this time, I don't know. Might have got knocked out of his hands. Troy picked it up. Long kick into Sharky, and Sharky takes a mark. It was a good, clever mark. Showing all his experience there on the young fella, and taking a good chest mark in the end. I think he'd be only 15 metres out, directly in front, and to say Wirrulla need this goal is a bit of an understatement, I think. And he's missed it to the far side. Maybe the wind's stronger than we think. No, I think she was just a bad kick, that one. Young Mullins, I reckon, is it? 14 to bring the ball back in. Kick's long, wobbly old kick, actually, but actually that's a clever mark by Brett O'Brien. Not a very clever kick, though. Kicked it straight up and down, and Burgoyne's going to get under the ball and takes a good chest mark. Showed good judgment when the ball's high like that, the wind swirling like it was. He goes in long, he got no one to kick to, though. The players look like they've stopped here, I don't know what's going on, but run out by an O'Brien or young Mullins. Comes to a pack. Thomas gets the ball. Handballs over to Clint Olsen. He takes a bounce. Fires her in long. And to the wrong side, I think. And the ball's in another pack. Curtis Tuna comes in. He picks it up. No, he doesn't want it. He hit it on the dang. He played for a free kick and got it. He done pretty well. And to say that Wirrulla need this goal is an understatement after their last one. Last effort. Clever bit of footy there, Jeff. He just tapped the ball in front of him and waited for them to grab him.
Played for the free kick, Greg, and received it. Probably on a 45-degree angle, 20 metres out, 20, 30 metres out. We have to allow a little bit for the wind. This one's faded off, has it? No, it's gone through. It's a goal to Wirrulla. And move on to Central Eyre, 9-4.
Come on, Miley, lift yourself, lad.
Wirrulla, 3-2. Yep, they really did need that goal. And
that last miss of Sharky's was crucial now. They've kicked another goal straight after that.
Would have been handy if Sharky had got the other one. Give him a little bit of confidence, however. We're back in the centre square. Umpire Tiller to put the ball down. favours Grokey. Mibbs gets his hand to it. Run through Greg Burgoyne's legs. Dished out here by Gonzo. Steve Baldock come off the half-back line. Pack develops there. The ball spills free. And he's missed it. It's been rushed through there, and that for a point to Wirrulla. Bit of quick movement there by Wirrulla. Looked a lot better. Just that bit of run, take a few risks, keep pushing the ball forward. Here from the kick out, in the direction of Neville Binky. Bucky can't handle it. Now he, off the bottom of the pack, dishes it out to Nev Higher. Races on here. Gonzo, instead of picking it up and that, decides to try and sink a boot into it. Loses possession of the ball there. Greg Burgoyne, down to the half-forward area. At the back of the pack, and that's Kim Johnson. He's steamrolled, and he gets a free kick.
Get off it!
Must move it in there. Move it in there quickly. And give themselves a chance. Give Sharky a chance. Don't allow the packs of that to develop down there. In front of the pack. In front is Craig Johnson. Takes a good mark. Probably 40 metres out, directly in front. Yeah, handy goal for Wirrulla. Lines them up. Looks a pretty good kick. The goal umpire hasn't moved. It's gone through the centre. The Wirrulla supporters are becoming excited. Perhaps they've got a sniff. Enough to get them back into the game. Give them a bit of incentive. Something to work for. Scoreboard reading, Central Eyre 9-4, Wirrulla 4-3. We're back in the centre square with umpire Phillips. Once again, Mibbs and Lawrence North's gone into the ruck for Central Eyre. Not a real good bounce. Goes in the direction of Lawrence. Handballs it out into no one in particular. Curtis is pushed over here. Greg Burgoyne read the ball well on his left foot. Puts it up in the air. And Niles O'Brien takes a good mark at half-back. Niles looking to pass it off. Got players here, he can take his pick. There's two of them, they're queuing up.
You got him, you got him!
He's got support. They've all got support. There's a bit of a scrimmage behind here in the direction of Steve Baldock. Steve Baldock, body over the ball, can't handle it. Clint's got possession of the ball. Central Eyre guys are tackling hard. Putting pressure on the Wirrulla guys. Their forwards are playing quite well.
Come on, Troy.
Boundary throw in.
Get the ball, don't worry about it.
Here's a bounce.
Maybe you're going to be hammered.
Mibbs takes possession of the ball, spills free. Only to see it run over the line, and once again another throw in to take place. Quick little burst there by Wirrulla, Greg.
Yeah, it probably got them back into the game a bit, Jeff, kicking 2 goals, and Central Eyre didn't kick one though. I mean, it's not a hell of a lot of difference, just that Central Eyre seemed to have more players around the ground and more open for their footy. Young North took a mark, kicked out of a pack, and kicking from about 50 metres, I suppose he would be. Runs in, lobs it right in the goal square. Jesus, someone got up high there, and it come down the ground, and Neville picks him up and kicks a goal. I reckon it might have been Oster. 2 Wirrulla blokes flew and didn't touch the ball. It come beyond the pack and picked up, and that's exactly what Wirrulla didn't need to put them that 6 goal, 1 point behind. 37 points. No, 27. Oh, it doesn't matter in here. 10 goal 4 to 4 goal 3. On the MGA Insurance Brokers scoreboard. Phillips bounces the ball, comes in. It's not a contest for the Wirrulla ruckman. Gummy was in there trying. Mibb got a quick kip away. Gummy got a quick handball away. Now the ball's on Nev Binky right on the ground in the centre of the oval. And players emerge, and good bit of sportsmanship lifting each other fellas off the ground there. Mibb and Lawrence go up. Mibb gets a tap, goes to Trev May, who didn't have the ball, didn't get a free kick. Troy picked it up, out to Burgoyne. There's a clever kick out to McKenzie. And he should go back and have a shot, I'd say, hard to tell from here. I'd say be about 25 metres out on a little bit of an angle. Actually, the cameraman's got him lined up right in the... We'll have a good kick at it, and he's kicked the goal too. It's straight through the middle. He's gonna... No, there's a free kick being paid. It was a goal. It was a goal, and there's a free kick being paid to Central Eyre right in the goal square. That was a costly mistake for Wirrulla too. The discipline stuff, that's what they've got to do there. And I reckon it's young Mullins kicking out there. Kicks wide and long and high. Good kick, good contest between Crisp and Gum there, and then these give a free kick away for hanging on. And I reckon Gummy's going to get the ball. No, Curtis. Sheena got the free kick. I don't know what that was for. He's taken plenty of time now. He stabs it in. Sharky's got the run at it. He didn't go for the second grab at it. He could have nearly bit it. Central Eyre running out. Cove O'Brien, and under pressure he kicks to Frankie Moe, and it's going to work out right because Kim's taken them up. It was a shocking kick off the boot, but that's the luck of the draw. That's what happens usually when you're 10 goals in front, not 6 goals behind. And Kim Johnson's got it. Brick Roki stand the mark. I'd say he'd be 30 metres out on a bit of an angle. Wind shouldn't really worry him from out there. He should be able to make it all right. It's a good kick, actually. The goal umpire hadn't moved. That is a good kick, and it's something that well needed to get him back within that, in touch of that 10 goals that Central Eyre got. The score at the moment is 10 goal 4 to 5 goal 3. So, yeah, I mean, they're keeping themselves in the game, Jeff. It's just a thing of doing the hard work and really clawing their way back into it, I think.
Exactly, Greg. It's, hard work that's going to get them there. Keep persevering, keep persisting. In the centre square, bounce there. Favours no one in particular. Comes out to Trev May. In turn a handball out to Chico North. Chico goes wide towards the boundary. Gives Bucky a run. A few years ago he would have got there.
Come on, Wirrulla, there's your chance.
From the boundary throw in. Rucks to it, Aaron up. It's a clear hit at the ball. In turn it comes in the direction of Oster. Met the ball well. In turn out to Gummy. Gummy a handball out to Mib Bulldog. Mib, it's a shocking kick. A shocking kick. Out of bounds on the full. He chips in there short and takes a good grab. Possibly too far out to score. I think he's in a little bit of trouble. Perhaps a loss of wind. Been a very good player. Been a very good player for him. Up to date. It's a short pass. Gonzo in the direction of Gonzo. Gonzo is contesting the ball.
Well done, Steve. Well done.
Steve Bulldog gets the benefit of a free kick. Steve looking for movement.
Out the middle.
Out of the back pocket. Not a lot offering. Decides to go long in the direction of Mibs.
There's no one with you.
2 Central Eyre guys. Mib ends up with the ball, gets his hand to the ball, and turn in the direction of Greg. Greg never had the ball. In the direction of Odds O'Brien has a kick at the ball off the ground instead of putting the body over the ball.
Well done.
Advantage paid. And McKenzie in turn in the direction of Danger. But once again, nails O'Brien. Solid at half back. Curtis chips in there, takes a good mark. In front of Keneally. In turn, puts it off into the pocket. Sharky's on the run. Pushed off there by Damien Mullins. Sharky's back in there, battling hard. In turn, out to Cobb O'Brien. Brett O'Brien. The O'Brien boys working together down there. Yeah, it's Wes Chris. Throws his ball in there. Comes in the direction of Cabot. Cabot in the direction of Danger. Danger rides the bump well. Gets it on his left boot. However, it goes through for a point.
Tough work in there, Jeff.
Hard work there. A lot of hard work. They've got to keep at it, keep persevering.
Umpires let the play go. It's good passing football.
From the kick out.
Couple of mistakes made.
Contested in the air there. Chico North on the ground. Has the ball, holds the ball in, and there'll be a bounce down. Pressure's on. Wirrulla making a fight back. Central Eyre still with a lead. Gummy over the ball. Once again, the umpire will come in and bounce the ball. Puts the ball down. Nibs, Lawrence North. Greg Burgoyne read the ball well. Back on his right. We've got Craig Cabot in turn a handball over to Troy Olsen. Troy's put it through for a goal. There's some excitement in the Wirrulla camp now. They've moved on. Central Eyre, scoreboard reading. Central Eyre 10-4 and Wirrulla 6-4. Back to a 4-goal difference, Greg. The Wirrulla crowd are becoming excited.
Yeah, they're coming to life now. They get a bit of a sniff back into that. What are they?
Come on, Wirrulla, on this way
4 goals. 4 goals exactly the difference. 10-4 to 6-4. So,
Come on,
umpire to bounce the ball in. Mib and Lawrence North take. Lawrence takes out there, does well actually. Kicks it forward. Steve Baldock's there. He's handballed out now to Clint, which is a good handball. Clint handballed back to Thomas. Plays on kicks. The kicks is going to bounce Wirrulla's way. Young Kim's in there, does well. Should have grabbed it first grab, didn't fumble. This is a crucial mistake here. Tackled. Grokey gives it over to Keneally. Keneally fires it back. And Mark and by Gonzo, I think it was touched off the boot. Here we've got a loose man on the own, and the ball comes out to him. He turns on his right leg and kicks it straight over the goal umpire's head for a goal for Central Eyre. Central Eyre definitely seem to be getting their goals a lot easier, and that's the part of the game that looks out here. I think Wirrulla boys still got to man up more, and when they do, they know they can keep up with them. Oh, it was just a crucial mistake of one of Wirrulla's. That's what football's all about. They make you pay. Good footballers make you pay. Good teams make you pay. A crucial mistake, and Central Eyre made them pay for it. The ball's back in the centre. I think who's in him? Troy's going to take the ruck against Lawrence North. Come to Gummy. He handballs out the mid. It's good play down there quick, and he's kicked it to the forward pocket into a pretty tight position. A little bit indirect, Wirrulla. I think the better option to be go straight to the goals rather than to the sides, which they seem to be doing for some reason. Anyhow, there's a ball up. She's only right on the boundary line. I think the umpire's bounced her over the line. So he's going to have another bounce. Bounced her up, kept her in play this time. O'Brien and Craig Johnson went for the ruck. The ball's on the ground, picked up by Shooter. Handballs to Johnson. He hooks it back and puts it through for a point. So yeah, young Mullins got the ball to kick out. He kicks straight down the centre to Chris, who'll grab it because he's a strong footballer. He runs on well, handballs out to Brett O'Brien. He's going to handball long to the North, who misses it. Perry comes running through, does well. Handballs to Gum, out over to Olsen. He's got to run it down and kick it as long as he can and look for someone to give it to. And that's a good passage of play, and that was a pretty strong mark by Troy. He was behind and worked his way to the front, and the old big mitts stuck out and grabbed it. And now what he'd be doing, lined up about 30 metres out, probably directly in front, you'd nearly say. Big fella, he's kicked her, he's put her straight through the middle. That's another handy goal for... They're all handy. They're all handy, I suppose, yeah. But they can't, they got to keep kicking them to keep in touch of that 4-goal and even kick a couple more in a row on their own to get them back up into the game so that it's close at half time, and as far as the spectacle goes for us as well.
Handy goal to Wirrulla. Back in the centre square. Troy and Eyre on the tap in the direction of Wes Crisp. Well, out in the open. Fox Frisky couldn't take it first grab. Troy's in there working hard. Troy back on the ball again, gets a quick handball across to Neb. Mibbs back in turn to young Thomas. Thomas down into the half-forward area. Only see Nails take another good mark across that half-back line, being very strong across that half-back line these first 2 quarters. Nails goes back, assesses the situation. Now it's a kick-off in the direction of Bucky Binky. Couldn't hang on to it. Bucky down on the ground, out to Keneally. Keneally in turn a wobbly old kick, and it goes over the line for a boundary throw-in. Wirrulla have certainly lifted their work rate this quarter, and the siren has just sounded for half-time, and the scoreboard reads Wirrulla, Central Eyre, 11 goal 4 to Wirrulla 7 goal 6. Better players, Greg. Who do you see in that for Central Eyre?
Oh yeah, I reckon Johnny Hastings, I don't know his name. He's been very good up till now. Lawrence North's good in the first quarter up forward. Wade O'Brien has been good at centre half back, very good at centre half back. Wes Crisp, first quarter was strong, what grand finals are made out of. I think he nearly goes through the team. Aaron Grokey's been good in the middle, yeah, and Fox Frisky's given something to aim at centre half forward. I think for Wirrulla, Carl Oster's probably been as good a player as I've had at full back, hadn't let anything get past him. Man to man, Baldock's been good in the ruck. Troy, when he does something, he does it pretty well. Young Greg Burgoyne's been getting the ball out of centre. The only times they get it out of centre, he's been getting it out for them. He's been pretty good. And Steve Baldock's been a bit of a surprise packer.
Thanks, Greg. Yeah, up to date in that. Been a one-horse race perhaps in that in the first quarter. However, that second quarter, to Wirrulla's credit, they got back in the game, kicked a few goals there, and welcome back to the second half.
What's that boundary umpire looking at?
So Neville Phillips to put the ball down. Start the second half. It's Gonzo in the ruck. Here's Mib, runs straight through Mib. Troy gets a handball out to Gummy. In turn, that Chico grabs the ball, goes down in the Central Eyre forward line. Here it's Kane Sampson, down on the ground, gets the ball out.
Keep going, Mib. Keep going, Mib.
Lawrence North, young Richter, in turn, comes out in the direction of Clint Olsen. There's been a free kick there, and it's going to Curtis Tuna. Curtis goes back, long, not a well-directed kick, straight to Gonzo. Gonzo pushes it forward again. Fox Frisky up, contests it, has one grab, two grabs, didn't hold it. I think he's been paid a free kick here. Fox will take a free kick. Probably too far out to score. No leads coming forth at this stage. Aaron Grokey moving around down the forward line.
This boundary umpire would have to be the most unfittest looking bloke I've ever seen Paul Whites on.
Here we go, Carl.
Carl Oster, out in the direction of Mibbs. Mibbs, not a good kick. It's out on the full, I think. She's the ball's brought up chalk. Boundary umpire will throw it in. Rucks to it. Mibbs, Gonzo. Gonzo runs straight at the ball. Turns on his right. It's a high kick down the centre half forward area. Only to see it marked there by Ray Perry. Perry goes back on the left in the direction of Danga Kill. She's got front position, can't hold it. All spoiled away there, knocked away there. Keneally moves through there, handball off in the direction of Bucky Binky. Bucky Binky runs straight at the ball, picks it up on the left, and it's a top kick. It's a nice kick. It's a goal to Central Eyre. The first one, a very handy one for him, Greg.
Yeah, it was, Jeff. It was a good running goal. That put the ball out in front and run on it. That's what the name of the game's about, and that's what they've been getting their goals doing. To Wirrulla now, they've got to get the ball out of centre. We got Gonzo never going to contest the ruck again. Up they go for the ruck. Tested there. Central Eyre get it out through Binky. It's on Lawrence North, flicks it over. It's Steve Baldock's under it. Handball's quick handball, comes to Clint Olsen, over to Clayton Perry. Kicks it over left-footed to Burgoyne. Got too high for him. He's on the ground. And he's not going to get up real quick neither. He might have done some damage, grabbing his ankle. And the ball is picked up by Central Eyre, taken out of that scrimmage and sent in, and I think it is Richter. Kicking from about 25 metres out on a slight ankle. Angle, I mean, not an ankle. Looks like Greg Burgoyne's done an ankle. And he makes no mistake. That's what Wirrulla didn't want. Straight after half time. That's a good passage of play there once the ball got out on its own. They seem to be able to get the ball out on their own and get easy goals. They're a strong team though. Been in this position all year. Wirrulla's got to show a bit of character and fight back. Mid picks it up off the ground, flicks him out to Burgoyne. Now he's running all right. He gets knocked off. Actually, it's a good kick into Sharkey and takes a mark. He'd be 15, 20 metres out on a pretty tight angle. Wouldn't be a real easy shot for goal. That's what Wirrulla's got to do, is get the ball down there quick into Sharkey. And he's made no mistake neither. He doesn't miss too often. And looks like Kelsh is in trouble behind the play. He's holding an arm pretty bad there. He's not going to come off though. He's stopping out there.
The scoreboard reads Central Eyre 13-4, Wirrulla 8-5. It was a very handy one for them. Quick reply. Central Eyre got a couple of quick ones. So we see Keneally coming back on and Anthony North going back on. The heavily strapped thigh. Back in the centre. Gonzo, Mibbs. Mibbs wins the tap. Down the direction of Gummy. Can't grab it one Greg. Greg Burgoyne. Quick handball in the direction of Sharkey. 2 to beat.
Frankie's going to pick them crumbs up.
Wes Chris picks up the crumbs and sends it out wide, the wing area. Here, Nev higher. In turn across to Brick Grokey. Brick Grokey tries to weaves his way through there. On the left foot, in the direction of Kane Sampson. Kane gets his hands to it, can't grab it cleanly. In turn, across to Hastings, and Troy takes a good mark. Back to Cabot. In turn, direction of Gummy. Out the back it comes to Greg Burgoyne. Turn across to Mibbs. Mibbs gets a handball across. Here we see Chapman popping up. Back to Curtis Turner. Curtis on his left. Up in the direction of Danga Kelsh. Niles. The ball's on the ground. And Cabot. Out to Curtis. Moved well. Craig Johnson, that sitting in tops. Well positioned there. 10 metres out. Directly in front.
Actually, nice
very good work on that by. Started down there with Curtis Turner, and that worked hard, ran hard at the ball, got the position of the ball, moved it in there quickly. I think that's what Wirrulla got to do, is move the ball in there quickly. And Sharkey had the opportunity. If they've got 2 big guys down there, and if they can get it in there, that gives them an opportunity. If Sharkey can't get it, they've got Craig there as an alternative. That was a very good goal.
Actually, it's been a pretty good game after first 20 minutes of the first quarter. It's been more or less goal for goal since then, and it's a pretty good contest. There's not too many stars out there. They're all trying pretty hard. There's a good knock by Mib, goes straight to Central Eyre though, and then Lawrence picks up his big mitts and it doesn't stick, and Cabot comes through, putting us through. First time I've seen this play. Out to Frankie Mail, handballs to himself, runs well, runs hard with the ball, kicks her in long, goes for Craig Cabot, smothered the ball well. He's going to take him on, he does too, and eventually the ball gets knocked out of bounds. To be thrown in by the old ball-headed boundary umpire. He throws her in, Troy grabs the ball out of there, handballs out to Frankie. It's good pretty good play. He kicks wide and silly play. Kick wide and out, but it comes out to Cobb O'Brien, who kicks long to centre half forward. Times a goal. Peter Gum comes out, meets the ball well, has a bounce. Kicks down to Craig Johnson, can't mark it. Wes Chris comes through, strong play. Under pressure with his kick now. The boys in the game's picking up a peg or two. Kicks in long. Both forwards, no one up forward in both teams. The back line are dominating between for the last 2 or 3 minutes. Chapman goes short out to Mullins, who runs with a ball. We've just got an echo being smashed behind us as Steve Baldock takes a good mark. Kicks back again to Central Eyre, who don't take the mark this time. Sharky gets his mitts on it. Swings around the corner. It's going to bounce into Shane Dangers. Oh, and he's missed it to the near side, running into an open goal. Should have kicked the goal and got him that little bit closer. But it's been a good little bit of football here between the back lines, and that's broken up by scoring a point. Both back lines have been attacking the ball well and showing good play. A small oval, it doesn't take long to go from one end to the other. Sharky gives the ball back to Niles, who's having a kick out. Kicks down, that's a nice kick. Kicks over the square area. Comes to Kim Johnson, who's tackled hard. Gets the handball out. Curtis Tuna stripped over. Nev High got her out. And then the handball comes to Nev Binky, who runs with the ball. Kicks long, and there's no one there again. And who's that? Oster took the mark. That was a pretty strong mark. Yeah, he kicks out wide, goes to Clinton. They're going to run it down. They've got to run it down hard and fast. It comes over the back of the pack. Kelch is there. He's forced it out of bounds. He's probably done the right thing in the situation there. So get the numbers here at the ball. They need numbers at the ball and to get it in quick and high. Ball's in a pack there. It's pretty tight in there. Comes out to Nev High out of the pack. Kicks around the corner. Kicks around the corner, and I didn't see what happened. Must have been after disposal because I didn't see what happened. And the ball goes to Nev Binky in the centre.
Bucky takes a free kick. Searching for something up forward. Goes long in the direction of Lawrence North, and he takes a strong mark out in the front. You could see it happening right from when the ball was delivered. Lawrence was on the run, front position, where all forwards should be. 30 odd metres out, the slide angle. It's a beautiful looking kick, straight over the top of the goal umpire. That was a very nice kick by Lawrence, and straight through the goal. Hastings comes off, and young Richter goes back on. But Greg, that was a top kick. That was good work by Central Eyre, got it up there, and resulted in a good goal.
Yeah, that bit of undisciplined stuff again gives them an easy kick, and they tend to, like we said before, good teams make you pay. So waiting for the ball to go down. 14 forward to 9-6. That's the score at the moment. She's a bugger of a bounce. No one contested. Fox Frisky comes through hard. Nev Binky got the ball out of centre. I think it might have been a little touch off the hands, but he made it look good, and the ball's kicked out. Now it comes to Curtis Tuna. He'll run with it if he can. Kicks it high to... Good spoil by young O'Brien over Mackenzie. And it's played on. I don't know what happened. It looked to come off a boot, I think. Bit of indecision here. I think it was.
Put it down there.
There's a bit of conflict there. Ball for that throw in after a bit of disputing comes through, and it's out of bounds now, and it's not on the full. Well, watch that one closely on the replay. Mib gets a tap to no one in particular. Trev May's sitting there waiting on his own, kicks out wide to Britt Grokey, who will make him pay for this thing. That was a great tackle by Clint. The ball come out in the tackle. There's a bit of tough stuff there. Come out in the tackle. And Nev Binky is give a free kick away to Kim, and I didn't see what happened there. I wouldn't think there would be too much in it. The umpire must have been watching it the wrong time.
Troy!
Nev very old and fair, still out there playing footy. What a great effort. Kim kicks long. Craig there, hits it forward, can't pick it up, and he's going to get an easy free kick. Soft free kick that was, after they let it go for a long time and then pick it up. Craig Johnson kicks it in long and high. Sharky's not going to get near, and outmarked actually. That was a strong mark by young Mullins. He plays on quick, and I think he's kicked it out on the full. He has, and Troy's going to have a shot. Troy Olsen's going to have a shot. He's on the wrong side for it. What is it? He's on the wrong side for a left footer. And he's going to have to call on all his experience here. What you do in them situations, you walk as far back as you possibly can so the fence brings you out on a wider, open up the goals. But he hasn't had enough experience. He's not doing that. And he's going to go for him. He's going to have a shot for him. She's a high sort of a kick. She's not going to make the... And she's rushed through for a point. As Central Eyre make another interchange. There's been a lot of interchanges today, Jeff.
Yeah, Greg, we see North go off and Keneally come back on. But O'Brien with the kick out in the direction of Nev Hire, can't handle it there. Picks the ball up off the ground there, over to Keneally, the handball, in the direction of young Richter. But Fox Frisky comes in from the side. Very nice mark. He in turn passes it off. And that was very well done by Curtis Turner, and that read what was going on there. Chipped in and took the mark, and then back in the direction of young Thomas, and Brett O'Brien has taken the mark. He's going short. Central Eyre seem to have some loose players here. Nev Hire moves it forward in the direction of Lawrence North. Can't get to the ball. It's tapped along the ground. Lawrence on that back end board. In turn, we see Fox Frisky come through, and the ball was rushed over the boundary and resulted in another throw-in. Deep in the Central Eyre attacking zone. Ball comes in. Bibbs wins the tap. Over to Gummy. Gummy in turn. Over to Mackenzie. Over to Greg Burgoyne. In turn, a short pass to Troy Olsen. Troy needs something to kick to. It's up in the air. It's a high kick. Kim Johnson contests. The body come through there. Keneally off the ground. Greg Burgoyne reads the ball well, picks it up, gets rid of it. Brick Roki weaves his way through. It's Bingford holding the ball. Tried to do a little bit too much there, I feel. Kim Johnson's going to take the free kick. Looking for something up forward. Straight up the middle of the ground, only to see Wade O'Brien take another strong mark across the half-back line, across to Chapman. In turn, onto the wing area to Kane Sampson. Kane Sampson looking further afield in the direction of Gonzo. Can't take the mark, and Clint Olsen takes a good mark across the half-back line. Clint posts it back in the wing direction. Bibbs contests the ball. Brett O'Brien, the ball's held in there, and the umpire will come in and bounce it.
Come on, Curtis, this is yours. That's yours.
Bibbs in the direction of Thomas. Thomas couldn't get his boot to it. It's down on the ground. There's a scrimmage there. The umpires will let it go, waiting for someone to get it out free. Bucky Bunky's on the bottom of the pack as usual. Greg Burgoyne down there. Scrambly sort of play there, but it's being kicked off the ground, and Gummy's taken a mark across the half-back line. Gummy looking further afield. Not much offering up forward in the direction of young Thomas, but Gonzo takes a good mark over the top. Gonzo back into the centre half forward area looking for Fox Frisky, and he's taken a good mark. And Clint Olsen's been pinged there for a late tackle, a bit high. So this will bring the Central Eyre certainly within scoring distance.
It must have been for swearing or something, that decision. There was nothing in it.
Fox Frisky goes back, 10 metres out, and drills it straight through the centre. Another goal to Central Eyre. Once again, just a little bit of undisciplined play, late tackles, bit of head-high stuff. Pretty costly in finals footy. Scoreboard reads Central Eyre 15-4, which is very good kicking, to Wirrulla 9-7. Greg, there's a bit of undisciplined play there, and proved pretty costly on that for Wirrulla. Perhaps a little bit unlucky. Wasn't a lot in it. However, the ball's the object in these games. It's won through playing footy.
Yeah, you did right there, Jeff. Been there and done that. Know from experience. Craig's in the ruck. Craig Johnson hits it out. Trevor May's in the road, though, gets it out. Constructive, will do something with it. He didn't want the ball, though, so he got tackled out of the road. Thomas gets it out to Burgoyne. Handballs over to Curtis Tuna. Kicks under pressure to the forward pocket, and the ball runs out over the boundary line in front of young Mullins. Ball's thrown in. Mike's there for the ruck. He's having a bit of a spell in the forward pocket. Doesn't look like he's getting much of a spot. Cabot goes off the ground and hits the post. Actually, there's a bit of good thinking there. It was pretty quick thinking, and he done a good job to get the ball up off the ground. What's the score at the moment? 15-4 to 9-8. So there's a bit in it. Yeah, he's getting up a bit in it. You know, Wirrulla's got to really fight back hard. Beautiful kick out from full back. Hits Nev Binky running full pelt to the ball. He goes long, not wasting any short stuff, mucking around to young North. Plays on. Beautiful arms. Swings on his left foot. High. Kicks over, and Craig Johnson takes a good strong mark. He goes back. He's got to kick long. Troy's got to pick up his game for Wirrulla to do anything in this game. He's got a strong, big, strong hands, and that's what he's got to do, and he's got to do it more often. He's got to run off like that, kick it in high and quick, so that gives Sharky a one-on-one competition. The ball's there, and the ball runs over the boundary line, with a few of the Wirrulla supporters not real happy about that decision. The ball's knocked out of the boundary throw and got to Nev Binky again. He's picked up a lot of kicks this quarter. A heap of kicks this quarter. He fires her out and rolls her over the line in front of the eastern side bar. Nev High goes in and takes that ruck. No one else there. Pushed along in front of young North now. And then I think it's Curtis Tuna comes in and forces the ball out of bounds.
From the boundary throw in, Gonzo, Craig Johnson to it. Quick kick forward by Nev Higher. In turn, it finds young North. North has a shot for goal. I think it's offline and 1 point resulting. Bit of quick movement there from the boundary throw in. Carl lost it to take the kick in. Looking for something to kick to. Goes short. Young Cabot.
Got a few about you, don't you worry about that.
Steve Bulldog picks it up, picks the ball up there well. In turn that. See Niles O'Brien to mop up across half back. Short pass to Keneally. He's tackled. Back to the Niles O'Brien. In turn comes off to Troy. He's tackled and hasn't got the ball. No, Troy right on the boundary, played for a free kick. Probably too far out to score. He'll be looking for Kelshi up forward, or Mibbs. A couple of options coming forward there. It's a little bit too early. Now goes back. Puts it on the boot. Screw punt. Right into the goal square. Mibbs takes a very good mark. Running towards the post there. That was a very good mark by Mibbs. Gutsy stuff.
Gonna put him on a pretty tight angle?
It's a very tight angle. Distance will be no problem. Just the accuracy. Usually a good kick of the ball. He's kicked a goal. Very good one for Wirrulla. Scoreboard reading 15-5 to 10 goal 8.
No, I reckon they put a point up instead of a goal. Yeah.
10 goal 8. We make it, I think. And I think the scoreboard attendants put a point up there. However, it was good play by Wirrulla. Kept persevering, got the ball up forward, and made the most of their opportunity. As we see Fox Frisky come off with a blood rule. And Kane Sampson is coming back on. Back in the centre square. Interchange has been made. Some movement there. Troy was caught in there, had to duck out of the square quickly. Rucks to it. Greg Burgoyne reads the ball off the pack. In turn, passes it short in the direction of young Frankie Mull, but Bucky Banky chips in. Brett Grokey deep into the forward line for Central Eyre. Eyre on. Can't get his boot to the ball. Young Anthony North brings it back inboard, and young Richter takes a mark. Maybe 10-15 metres out on a slight angle. Once again, distance will not be a problem. A question of the accuracy. He's had a very good year. Shouldn't miss this one. And he doesn't. Another good goal to Central Eyre. Keep the scoreboard ticking over. 16-5 to 10-8. Quick movement forward there, Greg, once again by Central Eyre. It's been the pattern today, and they're moving the ball forward at all costs and as quick as they possibly can, get it in there and give themselves a chance to scoring a goal.
Yes, Jeff, they have. That's the way they've played all day. They've been getting their goals pretty easy, and they've been using their brains around goals by centering the ball back to the centre all the time. She's up in the centre, and a free kick's being picked out to go whirl away, go to Tuna. That bit of a contest. He goes long, very long, and there's no one there. He kicked blindly, but Troy's made space there and got the ball, and I think he's hooked her back for a point. Yeah, shouldn't have dropped that mark. I think it might have been young Mullins. With his hands on the balls. So Niles has got the ball to kick in. This will be a long kick, it is too. Over the centre square mark, the ball hits the ground. Gonzo kicks it up off the ground. He's going to go in and pick it up. He makes all the other players overrun the ball, and he ducks back, picks him up, handballs him out to Nev Eyre. Doesn't waste a kick, gives him over to Nev Binky. Nev about 60 metres out from goal, goes for a short pass, and it's a good pass too to young Richter, on a good lead too. And he would be kicking from about 35, 40 metres out, more or less directly in front, with the wind blowing from straight across his left shoulder to his right shoulder. He lines them up. He's an awkward looking kick, but he kicks straight. He does kick straight. He kicks not very straight. That's through for a behind. It looked good till it was a good kick off the boat. Oster to bring the ball back in now. Johnson leads for him. Ignores that. He's going to lead out of the play. They're leading for him now. No one's leading across the ground for him. That's where he wants to kick. Danga Kelch comes up from centre half forward actually and takes a very strong mark. Comes right up from centre half forward to take that mark, which is good movement. It opens the game up. He kicks down long and nails O'Brien. He must take about his 20th mark for the day. Plays on and they kick around the corner and find young North. He plays on, kicks to his cousin, I reckon, who hugs a chest mark in tight, and Oster can't punch the ball away, and he'll have a shot probably 20 metres out on a very tight angle for a right footer. Comes in there, it's a good look, and he's on the right side for a left footer, and he's kicked it. That's a good kick. That is a good goal. Yeah, Central Eyre seem to be looking for playing more as a team. They're looking for each other at all times, and they're prepared to run, and they're prepared to play in front. And I think that's the difference in the game here.
Back in the centre square, the scoreboard reading. Central Eyre has got away to a handy sort of a break here, 17-6 to 10-9. Well, I've got to lift their game. It's all got to start in the centre square, I think, and that Central Eyre seem to be dominating there. Once again, Wes Crisp gets the tap out. Nev Binky rode the bump well. In turn across to Richter. In turn, kicks it forward looking for Ron Grokey, but Oster has taken the mark there.
I think he's slowed that up.
Groke aggressively standing the mark. Oster's kick of that across. Peter Gum marks it. Gummy heading in the direction of Troy Olsen. From the back of that, Nails punches it away. Greg Burgoyne, a good handball over the top in the direction of Curtis Turner. Picks it up, handballs it over to Troy. Troy, in turn, goes goes forward in the direction of Cabot. Cabot in turn to Mackenzie. So it lines it up and has a goal. That was an absolutely magnificent goal by young Mackenzie. That bent her back. Be no doubt about that. It'll be the goal of the day, as Greg mentioned. Very good effort there by Wirrulla. Push the ball forward. I think that's what they've got to do, and that is just move the ball forward a little bit more precisely, a lot quicker, and they've got the desired result there by doing just that. Back in the centre square, umpire Tiller put the ball down. Gonzo, Craig Johnson. Gonzo, nullified tap. Coming through, Wes Crisp. Handballs it over to Keneally. Keneally, a wobbly old kick in the direction of Lawrence North. Only to see the ball run over the boundary line for a throw-in. Greg, that was a top goal there by Wirrulla. They really needed that.
That was a goal that should lift the club. Lawrence North comes out of the pack, kicks in long. Someone's up high, can't mark. The ball hits the ground, still in the pack there, and there's going to be a ball up right on the boundary line. Yeah, that was a good goal, Jeff. He running around the boundary line, bent it back with a check side punt, and it looked good right from when she left the boot. Here comes Oster or Perry. I can't pick up who the player was. Kicked down, the mark was dropped, picked up by young Kane Sampson, who passed her into Richter. He's going to shoot from about, I reckon, from a little bit closer than he was before there when he had a shot and kicked the point, and I reckon he'll probably kick this goal. He sprayed her. Wasn't a good looking kick off the boot as the last one. He's put one each side now, so it'll be dangerous next kick he gets. Goal. Oster kicks out, kicks half distance kick looking for Danga Kelsh again, who's outmarked by Britt Grokey. Turns around, plays on quickly, kicks it in, kicks it to a position where Trev May run to, but the ball's knocked out of his hands and over the boundary line. He's thrown in by the boundary umpire. Like I said before, it's been a good contest since about 20 minutes into the first quarter. There hadn't been too much in it. Central Eyre got that early start as the ball comes out of the pack and shot through for a point. By a left footer, and I don't know who he was. Nev Binky, the young fella. Oster's got the ball. He's got to kick it as long as possible to get it out of that zone, to get it down here for a one-on-one contest. Kicks a long way. Steve Baldock runs onto the ball, and then it goes over the boundary line, and there's a bit of a bloody punch-up over there, and that won't hurt to see, to spark the game up a bit, give everyone a bit of a contest. So, ball's thrown in. Umpire didn't take any notice. Handballed over from Gum to Frankie Molu. Dribbles him around the boundary line, hoping for the boundary line. Doesn't go over. Still hadn't gone out of place. She must be right on the line. Picked up by Central Eyre. Kicked back, and North under the ball. Plays on quickly. Kicks it in. Ron Grokey's sitting under it. Can't mark it. And it's kicked off the ground, but it never... Kane Sampson was very, very lucky to get a free kick there, and it was cool play on and kicked a goal. I think he's lucky to get that free kick, Jeff, because he ducked his head when he seen the other bloke coming.
He did, Greg. He ducked his head, went into it. However, the umpire seen it. The siren has sounded for three-quarter time. The scoreboard reading 18 goal 8 to 11 goal 9. It's a fairly handy lead to Central Eyre, and I would expect them to go on from here. They've just had the upper edge of that right throughout the day. Start of the last quarter. Siren sounds to begin proceedings. Umpire Tiller puts the ball down. Tap by Nev higher. Turn the ball goes forward in the direction here of Lawrence North. Lawrence North is pinged for a throw. It'll be Danga Kelsh. Take the free kick. Goes long. And Curtis Turner up. Tries to take them out off hands. Trev May puts the ball back forward. There was a push there. However, the mark has been played. Chico played on and kicked a very, very good goal there.
I got him all balls up, asking him for a smoke there. Ball comes back to centre. Very, very costly goal for the Wirrulla team, that one. It's a ball game. See, Wirrulla's made a couple of changes. Mibb's gone to full back and got Carl Oster in the ruck. Carl and Gonzo will be a good contest there in the middle. They'll have a crack at the body pretty hard. Carl's camped on the ball. Actually got the knock down well. Burgoyne's picked it up. Can't get it out. Kim's in there. Johnson battling hard. Fox Frisky. Gonzo flicks him out. Comes out to someone else who flicks him out. Steve Baldock falls over. No good on your bum in this game, and the ball comes out and hits Young North again. He'd be having a shot. Choco or Chico, I think they call this lad, and he's kicked another goal. He's been in danger. All they've had to do is get that ball to him on that half-forward flank. I think he's playing a half-forward flank or a wing. And they've kicked away now to a 8-5 lead. So they've kicked away now to a big lead, Central Eyre, and Wirrulla's really got to pull something out to get a bit of pride in himself. Troy's going into the centre for the bounce. Young Kim at centre half forward, not the biggest centre half forward you've seen around. Carl Oster gets up high, got the knock well down to Troy, kicks down, and Wes Chris takes a nice safe mark on the half back line. Holds him up, he plays on quickly, so he kicks to Kane Sampson, who drops a mark. Probably should have taken it. Brick Grokey throws the ball out in front. The ball's on the ground in a tight pack there. Grokey gets it, swings onto his left foot, kicks down to young dangerous man North again. Shane Kelch does the spoil on there, picked up to Nev Binky, who's still got a lot of run in his legs in the high 30s. Ball comes back to Rick, the handball's to no one. Comes back to Central Eyre, the ball seems to be bouncing from this quarter, comes to Nev Eyre, who lines up and kicks another goal. And that'll put them 10 goals in front.
Greg, they appear to be doing it on the bit. It's out there three-quarter time, and they certainly got a rev up from coach Clive Matthews. They've had the sniff of victory. They've been there all day, and they've continued on at the start of this last quarter. First few minutes were critical for Wirrulla. They really did have to do something special to get back in the game, and I think it may be beyond them now. Well and truly, Gonzo with the tap in the direction of Neb Binky. Curtis Turner picks the ball up, one grab, looks to give it off. Put Greg Burgoyne under pressure, tapped on by Gonzo, but in the direction of Brett O'Brien, smothered there by Greg Burgoyne. In turn, Trev May picks it up off the ground, across to Fox Frisky. Fox Frisky in the direction of Lawrence North. Dave Thomas pushes the ball forward in the direction of Troy. Troy gets a kick up into the forward line. No mark there. Chapman comes out, meets the ball in the direction of young Mullins. Out to the wing area, contested there. That's a good mark there by young Oster. Gonzo back on the ball, dishes out a hand pass in the direction of O'Brien. He can't get a handball off. Well smothered there by Kim Johnson. In turn, it comes in the direction of Wade O'Brien. Wade across to Brett O'Brien. In the direction of Anthony North. Overruns the ball. Back on the ball, Carl Perry. Troy gets the ball, tackled by Lawrence North. In turn, Gummy. It's well shepherded there in the direction of Sharkey. Can't get a clean run of the ball. Troy on his left boot, deep into the forward pocket. There to see Craig Johnson take a good mark. It's on a tight angle. 30 metres out, 20, 30 metres out. Goes back. Drop punt. It's a good kick, a very good kick by Craig. Tucked in that pocket there. Gave his best shot and got the desired result. A goal to Wirrulla. The scoreboard now reads Central Eyre 21-8 to Wirrulla, 12-9. Good passenger play there by Wirrulla. Greg, and that once again kept persevering, got the ball down there and got a goal.
I tell you what, Jeff, Kim Johnson there at centre half forward, I said he mightn't be the biggest centre half forward around. He has worked his butt off in there for the Wirrulla club to get that goal. And the ball's taken out of centre, and Trev May gets it out, kicks it away, doesn't have a look. It kicks to young North, picks it up, handballs it to Frisky, who's played a pretty good game for him, and gets a free kick for a high tackle after he got rid of the ball, which is... Bit of byplay out there between the two lads. And the young bloke, Nev Binkies, will have a shot from goal from about 40, probably 40 metres out, I reckon, directly in front. No wind to worry about. Actually, the wind's dropped out pretty well here. He comes in, see if we can get them legs into her. She slides off the side of the boot, trying to get a bit more distance, and goes out. And it was touched inside the line. The boys weren't thinking there. They could have let her bounce and had a kick rather than a throw in front of Central Eyre's goal. Aaron Grokey tries to grab the ball out of there. Comes to Lawrence North, who kicks, and I think he has put it through for another goal. So whatever Wirrulla do, Central Eyre seem to go back and do it twice as good.
Ooh. You want it for a while.
That takes their score along to 22 goal 8 to Wirrulla 12 goal 9. Moved the ball up there with hard work, free kick entailed there, resulted in another goal to Central Eyre. Back in the centre square, umpire Tiller to put the ball down. Oster, Gonzo,
Well in rush.
centre half forward area. Pack develops there, no one can get a clean run at it. Oster out to Troy. Troy Olsen on the left, goes long in the direction of Craig Johnson. However, off the pack, read by Nails. Nails in turn across to Brick Grokey. Brick Grokey on his left, onto the wing area where Trev May got a paddock, lines it up over the top of Chico. However, it's been shepherded there by Kane Sampson. Only to see the ball pushed over the boundary line. From the throw in, rucks to it. And Keneally down on the ground and over the boundary line once again for another throw in.
58 points, I read mine.
The margin's 58 points, almost 10 goal, Greg. It's a very handy lead. Chico North very damaging on that half forward line. The ball go into the full forward area only to be marked by Mib. Mib turn pass off to Troy. Troy on his left moves it on quickly. There's no one at home there at all. I need to see young Mullins run the ball, punch it back into the forward line. Aaron Grokey over the top. Mibbs can't handle it. Pushes the ball towards the boundary, and once again she's gone over the boundary for another throw-in. Well and truly beyond Wirrulla. Greg, Central Eyre have been the better side all year. Troy back to Clint, back to brother Clint. In turn, up to the half-forward area. Contested there, right off the back of the pack by Nev Hire. He gets a handball out quickly in the direction of Brett O'Brien. Brett O'Brien, another handball over the top to Gonzo. Gonzo cops one high, moves the ball on quickly in the direction of Trev May. Can't. There's a great mark taken there by Mib Baldock. Mib passes it off short to Clint. Clint, a high kick in the direction of Troy and Gonzo. Troy, Gonzo's received the free kick here. The Wirrulla boys aren't happy. The Wirrulla supporters are not happy. But Gonzo appears to be bleeding. They'll take the kick in the wing area. Long high kick in the direction of Aaron Grokey. Aaron gets up there. Ball spills free out in the direction of Trev May. Trev May loses his footing. Back to Kane Sampson. Gets it on his boot in the direction of Nev Binky. And there was a a tackle, a late tackle. It was behind the play, and the free kick will be taken by Nev Binky. 10-15 metres out, very slight angle. Should have no trouble kicking this one. Kicked a lot of goals in these years. Playing footy, Nev. Been a very, very good player. Today's been no exception. Gives it his all. And he's missed. Not happy with himself. However, the scoreboard is looking pretty healthy in their favour. 22 goal 9. Very good kicking. To 12 goal 9. From the kicking, Craig O'Brien. Pack develops, and there'll be another bounce down. From the bounce down. And Richter comes in the direction of Gummy. Gummy, he's unloaded. Nev Binky on the bottom of the pack. Out to Fox Frisky. Fox Frisky in turn. See Kane Sampson come through. Back to Fox Frisky. They're setting it up. Nev higher out here on his own. Takes a good mark. Falling mark. In the direction of Lawrence North, in the centre half forward area. Probably too far out to score, but he'll give it a shake. It's a good kick. It's a long drop punt in the direction of Anthony North. Ball's still in play. Handballed it back out to Trev May. Trev May on his right boot. This is a snapshot. Bends it around his body, only to see Mibbs force it through for another point.
Oh, I think they can sense victory here. I think the supporters can sense victory. They should be able to too. They've been the best team all year and they've proven it here again today. As Gonzo runs back on again. Mib kicks out short. Finds Shane Kelshi. Plays on. Got to get rid of it. Kick quick with a long kick. Goes down. It's good spoil from behind by Fox Frisky. Breaks a tackle. Good tackle and put him under pressure there just to kick to Danger. Danger plays on. And comes to Wirrulla. He's Clint's took it down. Clipped her over to Troy. Troy handballs out to Cavett. Johnny Cavett. He's taken without the ball. And it's called play onto advantage. Greg Burgoyne kicks it in high, looking for Craig. He should have marked it. He got his hands to it. Bounced out. Comes to... Who's that? Keneally down there. Kicks out long on the left foot onto wing where there's no one there. Kim Johnson's first the ball. Handballs over to Tuna, right on the boundary line, who dribbles over just in front of his feet. Waiting for the boundary umpire to throw her in. No one there to take the ruck. Thomas comes in, comes to Trev May. Handball to Wade O'Brien, I think, onto Nev Binky. Nev looks. Good eyes, kicks out to Nev high wide, who can play on, got a paddock to run in, kicks into young Chico North, who would be 30 metres out. Mibbs yelling for someone to stay in the mark so he can get back in the goals. No one's listening to him. And he'll have to stay in the mark there. He lines up from 30 metres out, pulls the ball, and she's through for a point. I reckon that would take the score to over 10 goal to 62 points in front. So it looks like a 10-goal victory coming up here to Central Eyre. I don't think it's too early to say that. Mib was a bad kick over, kicks back, but he got a chance to make amends for it. He kicks out wide, but kicks out on the full from fullback. I see Greg Burgoyne done an ankle in early in the day, and he's going to come off and give young Mudge a run. From the Britt Garoki, kicked a long ball in through for another point. There from that out of bounds on the full. The score goes up to 63 points. Mib kicks out again, kicks to Curtis Tuna, gets his hands to it, can't mark the ball. Gonzo flicks him out somehow. Nev Binky's running hard at the ball. Cobb O'Brien hits him out, gives it to back to Trev May, who swings and turns and gets back onto his right leg and pokes us through for another behind.
Central Eyre doing it easy here at the moment. From the kick out, Nev Hires first to the ball, pushes out in front of him. Young Thomas, in turn, Johnson, across to Steve Baldock. Baldock in the direction of Craig Johnson. Nearly took a good one-hander. Run out of there by Keneally, in the direction of Gonzo and Fox Frisky. 2-on-1. Fox decides to take a bounce. Now weighs it up in the direction of Anthony North. But a good mark taken there in defence by Peter Gum. Gummy in the direction of Troy.
Look at the ball.
Received the free kick. Received the free kick. Troy looking for something up forward.
Free kick it was.
On the left boot. No one in particular. Brett Grokey's the first one there. Handball out to Wes Crisp. Crispy on that out in the half-forward flank, and there's that dangerous, ever dangerous Chico North again. In turn over to Bucky Binky. Bucky from 25 metres out has another shot and has posted a point. Bucky hadn't got his kicking boot on today. Kicked a couple of points just in this last quarter. Their kicking for goal has been very good. The scoreline 22-14. Central Eyre to Wirrulla 12-9. From the kick out, Cobb O'Brien takes a good mark. No one contesting there at all from Wirrulla. Generally it's been the order of the day. Central Eyre, Wirrulla threw everything they had at them, but just not quite good enough. From the kick there, you see Gummy back in deep in defence. Handball out to Clint Olsen. Clint on the right boot in the direction of brother Troy. Him and Gonzo to contest the ball. Fox Frisky over the top. Daniel Kelch picks the ball up. On his left, short pass in the direction of young Mackenzie. Mackenzie on the right, swings around on his right boot. Curtis Tuner's chipped in there nicely and taken a good mark. Curtis on the right boot. That's a very nice kick. Nice drop punt. Ball's contested there as the pack develops. It's been rushed through for a point. Greg, I think the Central Eyre boys and that can start getting the champagne out. Well and truly got it sewn up here. From the kick out, down a long kick into the centre. Bucky Binky takes a mark there. Contested with Frankie Mail. Bucky goes short. Got Trev May. They seem to have had loose men all day. Wirrulla just haven't manned up on them. Trev on the right boot in the direction of Aaron Grokey. Aaron is pushed forward there. It's over to Richter. Richter on his left boot. It's a very good goal by Anthony Richter. Very good goal. On his left boot. Has improved immensely this year. The young fella, leading goal kicker for the association. He's in a very good side. Plenty of experience there to help him along, and he certainly has improved his footy. Back in the centre square, umpire Phillips. Great Flinders about to put the ball down. Gonzo, Mibbs, back in the ruck. Young Mudge gets one a little bit high. In turn, Fox Frisky picks the ball up off the ground. A quick kick forward. Here's Chico again. Played a very, very good game, and I think he's kicked another goal. The umpire hasn't moved. He has been so dangerous out there on that half-forward flank. And really, at this last quarter, he's just been doing it at will. I've been looking for him, poking the ball out in front, let him have a run at it, let him have a grab at it, and he's been finishing the work off.
No worries, Jeff. Yeah, I think there's definitely in their favour now to go out and be easy winners of this game. Central Eyre, they've had good players all over the green too. Today, they haven't had no passengers. They've all been good. Umpire bounced the ball, Mib back in the ruck. Nev High got the ball out. Comes to Kelch and held to him and have another ball up. Just forward of centre in the Central Eyre's goal scoring. Gonzo gets the top, hits it down to Thomas for Wirrulla, runs on the ball. Trev May does well. Good player, been very steady all day. Looked like he was injured early in the game. Out to Richter, handballs the ball back to North. He overruns the ball. The ball's still in play. There, Clint Olsen fumbling. Now he's caught, and there will be a ball up right over on the eastern side boundary, on the wing. Umpire bounces the ball. Mib gives her a big thump over the boundary line. Bit of the sting's gone out of the game now. She's boundary umpire throws her in. Mib and Gonzo contest. Comes to Curtis Tuna. Kick short. Looking for Mackenzie. Got him. He left right footer. He was swing on his right footer. Kick her up high for Craig Johnson. Comes out. Takes a good mark. Should have been doing it early in the game. Craig, you go back long. There's someone in the goal square on their own. It's Sharky. It's not, ball's not going to get to him. But he comes out, picked up by Frisky and tackled around the neck, and he'll get a free kick. He's played a good game. Frisky too, when you come down and in the final analysis of this game, he'll be high up in the best players. Nev Beaky leading here. The old legs are dragging him here. Now he's got to jump over top of him. He does well. He's sporting. Comes to Danga Kelch. Turns around his left leg. Goes to Young Mudge. Taps it over to Curtis Tuna. He'll line up. And I reckon it's touched right on the line. Good passage of play there from Wirrulla, but hasn't happened often enough today for him. Wade O'Brien, a big torpedo punt, and it's got to be a free kick. Handball out to Brick Ruggie, he'll run with the ball. Runs, and a beautiful left-footed kick to Richter at centre half forward. He swings onto his right leg. Not a good kick, but guess who it's to? Trevor May on his own again. Makes it hard for him, drags three Wirrulla players there with him, gives the ball off to Nev Binky. He's going to run into an open goal, and it's going to be marked in the right on the goal line by Carl Oster. Big Groke's not going to give him much room to kick over his head. Lumpy drags him back a bit. He plays short, and he's going to kick straight to Central Eyre. Feel lucky that come Wirrulla away. Tapped over by Steve Baldock to Kelch. Kelch plays on. That's Danga Kelch. Plays on. Kicks high, wide, and handsome, and it's marked by Craig Cabot, who handballs quickly over to Troy, swings around on his left boot, and I think it's not going to make the goal square, but Craig comes out and takes a good mark. So here he is, 15 metres out maybe, on a tight angle, and I don't know how many goals he kicked. He would have kicked a few goals today, lining up for his third or fourth, I reckon. Comes in, drops the ball nice and smoothly, and kicks it. So that was a belated goal by Wirrulla. That takes them up to 13-11, I think, to 24-14. So yeah, belated goal in the game there to spark Wirrulla along to do a little bit more, perhaps. I reckon we'd probably have about 10 minutes to run. Left to go, 5 to 10 minutes left to go, and the ball's bounced. Mike jumps up again. He's done a good job, got the ball down. Wirrulla's in, no one there to capitalise on it. He comes out here to Brett O'Brien. He'll pick it up and run with it. He's got plenty of time to use it. He kicks it up high, looking for Lawrence North. Does well. Thomas gets in front, does well to stay in front. Keeps the ball in front of him again. Does well. He's going to run through. Kim Johnson picks it up now. It's a good handball out to Steve Baldock, who flicks him out to Peter Gum with the handball. Gummy steadies, kicks her out to young Mudge. He plays on quickly, comes around and kicks to Cabot, who was at full tilt. Couldn't pick the ball up. She dripped out, picked up O'Brien and cleared down to Richter, who's taken a good mark at centre half forward. Wants to be very careful to get the ball taken off him. So he's kicking from about 50 out. He's not going to have a shot. He's going to go for a short pass, and he's kicked it straight to Mib Baldock. Mib dropped back in the spot. He fires her out here wide to young Mudge, takes a mark. Plays on quickly. Put him under a bit of pressure, Troy, but he done well. It wasn't a good handball though. Put Gummy under a lot of pressure. Stacks on the mill in there, and the umpire's going to come in and bounce him. Bad handball from an experienced player like that, Jeff.
Yes, Greg. Nibs, the tap, Gonzo. Pushes it forward, back to Richter. Gets a quick kick forward. Chico North gets his hands to the ball. Eyre puts the big body over. The ball, got the frame there. There's three of them there. They still can't steamroll him. Gets it out to Craig O'Brien. Colvin Town, that pushes it forward and it's punched away by Steve Baldock. Great batch. Chips it back in the direction of Frankie Mail. Frankie Mail takes a run. He pokes it forward in the direction of
John Cabot.
Cabot. Cabot in turn looking for Curtis Tuna. Finds Curtis. A good grab. In opposition to Nev Hire. Curtis's kick is an absolute shocker. That's out of bounds on the full. Yeah, just a few errors in that there, Greg, and that from Wirrulla. Basic errors, the handballs, the marks, the kicks, etc. And that just haven't been sticking in that today. And that's the difference between the two sides. I think in that Central Eyre, move the ball quickly, their hands are clean, they're kicking to position, they're setting up loose men right throughout the day. From the kick in there, we see young Brett Frisky take the mark. The umpire's called it back, and we see another player coming off with a blood rule. Coming off is Fox. Been a few on and off with the blood rule today. Been a few high tackles. And it's young Hastings to come back on.
Done an ankle.
Done an ankle. Greg seems to think. Ball goes in his direction. Down on the deck. And Damien Mullins kicks it off the ground in the direction of Anthony North. Anthony North picks it up. Quick kick forward up towards Eyre and Grokey. And there's been a free kick played to Carl Oster.
He's been world's best player today.
Right some of them in. Here's the kick in the direction of Cabot and Bucky Binky with a quick handball back in the direction of Trev May. Trev May has a shot for goal, and it's offline and through for a point. 24-15 to 13 goal 11. From the kick, we see Sharkey moved up the ground. Stacks on the mill over there. Sharky's in there throwing his big body around. Now there seems to be a bit of movement over the other side of the ground. I think someone's been hurt there. Doesn't look to have moved at all. Doesn't look good, Greg. A free kick, Anthony North. Back in the direction of Richter. Gets his hands to the ball. Comes over to Steve Baldock.
Oh, Jesus, he didn't go for the ball either.
There seems to be a bit of a few high tackles. Spark things up. Player in question over there hasn't moved. Trainers are attending him. There's a free kick here by young Greybatch, and that kicks it back in the direction. It comes into Trev May. And Trev would be 20-30 metres out, directly in front. Shouldn't have any trouble with the distance. Should be Central Eyre's 25th goal.
What did he do?
And Trev May, showing all of his experience. I don't know where he learnt to do those droppies and that. Perhaps his old man taught him. His old man probably taught him, and he's drilled that one straight through the centre. What a beautiful kick there, Greg.
Actually, I missed the highlight of the day. I'll have to watch the video because I had my head in the nose in the bookie, picking out a few best players and missed it. So, yeah, magnificent sight to see the old drop kick. So that's put them up to 25 goal 15 to 13-11. So there's a run in, and the boundary umpire's picked up a free kick in here. So I don't know what's going to happen. Mib's going to get a free kick out of centre. Someone comes through the square. And there goes the siren to end the game. We'll just rush off now and try and get the oldest player on the field to get an interview. Grab me straight away.
Thanks, Greg. The final scoreline reads Central Eyre 25 goal 15. Easily victors over Wirrulla 13 goal 11. And what's been a very good day here. The spectators have certainly got their money's worth. Seen Central Eyre at full flight, a very good side. And they've run out easy winners. Easy winners. So congratulations to the Central Eyre guys. There'll be certainly some partying down at Warramboo tonight, and they thoroughly deserved it. They've been the best side all year, and to come out here today and give us an exhibition of footy like they've done today, I think it's been a great credit to them. Congratulations to Clive and all his players. It's been a very, very outstanding effort right throughout the season. Can you just focus down here?
Throughout the year, I reckon we had a pretty young side, and right, they've been coming along over 2 or 3 years, and we just had the addition of a couple of other players this year, and they put the ice on the cake for us. I think that the younger, the 17, 18, 19-year-old fellas, they matured a lot more and developed a lot more run in their side, a lot more creativity, and you know, we just went on from there. We just grew on confidence, and then when we got confident, we just kept moving.
Furthermore, Nevin, what was your build-up like during the week and that training, etc., and that as normal, or was there anything special done?
No, not really. We probably only trained for 3/4 of an hour on Tuesday night, just mainly all skill work. Didn't do hardly any running at all, so we had fresh legs for the days. We knew Wirrulla might blow out a bit the last quarter because they had a couple of hard games, and I think that we proved it today. That's what happened. Thursday night we probably only trained for about half an hour. That was enough, and well, we wanted to keep going, but Dry pulled us up while we was on a high and left it at that.
Well, thanks very much for coming over and talking to us anyway, Nev, and all the best, and that. Hope you enjoy yourselves tonight and probably for the rest of the week. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, girls.
The next trophy for best underground today in the final, donated by Percy Matthews and won by Wade O'Brien. Okay, and next, my commiserations to Wirrulla. It was a great effort to put up there to the 3/4. We were right in the game. But congratulations to Central Eyre. They've come out and really fired on the last to win a premiership. So congratulations to you fellas. And if coach and captain could come up and receive the shield for tennis players. Just thanks a lot, Laurie. Just organise, ride on safely, and that's all the Central Eyre range tonight, Okay, now we have the Premiership battalion, so Clive, if you come up and read out the names, then we'll ask you all to win forward and pick those up. Your hands are north. Wade O'Brien, David Chapman, Neville Dinky, Damien Marin, Murray North, Shane Sampson, Ian McKenna, Westford, Craig O'Brien, Chris Rocky, Stephen North, Brett O'Brien, Johnny Hastings, Brendan Frisky, Aruna Gorky, Anthony Richter, Brock Kennelly, Trevor May, Neville Horror, and Corky Still. Thanks, Tom. Next thing we have to do before we let these fellas do a lap of honour is the Jamoni Trophy, and I'll hand over to Streaky Boys now to present that. Thanks, Paul, for the trophy for the most successful club way of all these races, the all grades before netball. This year the runner-up is Central Eyre. Congratulations to Guy and the boys for a great win, but the winner this year is Wood United. Thanks, Greg. I'd just like to congratulate all the winning sides today, Central Eyre on the football, in the A grade, and also in the netball. Congratulate all the winners over there, and the award winners, and the congratulations to those that might, but running second in the competition for a year is not a bad end to see. And also congratulate our Colts, our junior netballers, who actually the main reason we got this award. So thanks very much, folks. Thanks to the board family for donating the award. Thanks, Berg. That winds it all up. So again, thanks everyone for coming along and for everyone for supporting the league through the year. And have a safe journey home. Thank you.
Seven to 2.